going for a pull. Here's a tunnel. Oh yeah. There's the red button. Engage red button. Oh man, woohoo! That's so good. VTEC! Hey, this is Gian from That Racing Channel, and today we're here with Paul and his S2000 from the year 2000 in Sydney, Australia.
Hey guys, my name's Paul. This is my S2000 that I've had for around about 4 years now. Yeah, when I first picked it up, it was pretty rough. It never looked like this. It was piss poor condition. Chop springs, paint peel, everything. So I pretty much built it from the bottom. These are the JDM AP2 seats, which I got from Japan.
Oh yeah.
What made them different is they got cloth inserts as opposed to full leather. Because it gets pretty hot here, or pretty cold. Yeah, it burns my ass. Well, my ass is always freezing, so the cloth insert's pretty good, and it's lighter as well. I've got this custom steering wheel made from use as well, so it's thicker grip, Alcantara and leather as well. This AP2 center console I got from the US, so the handbrake's on my side, as opposed to on the other side where the JDM and the Australian market comes out in the right-hand drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of like small bits and pieces like JDM visors, just for the yeah, just for shits and gigs. Yeah, just recently just got the C28 SLs on there now, and my Alcon big brake kit as well to help stop it. But yeah, that's all for mostly track anyways.
I notice you've got a massive rear splitter.
Yeah, that's
Is that a recent thing? Because I swear last time I was here that wasn't on.
That was on my that was on before. I had to take it off for it to go onto the dyno. Otherwise Scott would have a terrible time trying to get this thing on the dyno, so I definitely didn't want to make it even more harder than it actually already is for him. So yeah, I had that off for that, and yeah, and I did cut the rebar as well to allow for more room and everything. Yeah, no, that's back on. I'm glad it's back on. The rear end was too soft.
Who tuned it?
So Scott from Haltech, and I got Dave from Haltech to help wire everything up as well.
Yeah, they're nice dudes.
Yeah, they're top blokes.
They're hilarious.
Yeah. So it's currently got around 400 horsepower at the wheels. on low boost, a very conservative tune at this point. So around about 12 pounds. The block is sleeved, so I can definitely pump it up to all of it. I just need bigger injectors, but I'm trying to enjoy it as it is for the time being. Cruising with mates, going for a few highway runs, and pretty much going through the twisties around Royal National Park.
Cool. Do you track it much?
Yeah, so I had a couple track days on my old turbo setup, so not this one, and it performed pretty well there. I just need to do a few more tweaks to the suspension to have a feeling how I want it to feel, and I'll probably head back to the track. So I've taken the circuit twice. I took it to the drags once on my old turbo setup. It was the first and last run I had in it back then, because after that run, pretty much started getting a bottom end knock.
Oh,
and I had this motor inside my garage already, so pretty much that was the calling for me to do the engine swap.
Was that a weekend job for you, given that you do this by trade?
Yeah, it was a weekend job. I did it in my mate's front yard back then, so a few of them came around to help out too, and I didn't do it at the shop. So once I got that in, the old turbo setup was way too small, so I decided to get a bigger setup. So right now it's running a GTX 3582R with a custom manifold, piping, exhaust and everything. So the motor that was sitting in my garage has already been built. Actually, the block's from the US. It's got CP pistons and Crillo rods, Darton sleeves, ARP head studs, full Ferrari Racing valve train. It is low comp. It's 9.5 to 1. I did want to build a high comp motor, but this pretty much came up for a decent price, so I couldn't say no. Had that. I also have an R200 rediff conversion, which is pretty much from a Nissan, because S2000 diffs are made out of glass, and so are their shafts as well, so definitely cope with the power now. The transmission is still a factory 6-speed, which I will soon look into either getting a conversion to a 350Z gearbox, or maybe even get a sequential. Just depends on my budget and how much money I've got at the time. But yeah, pretty much all my money's been going into this car.
Yeah, that's a true JDM car person.
Yeah. So I've got this nice button, which is
the magic.
There's a magic button that makes me do nice things. So it's rolling anti-lag, pretty much.
Nice.
So I am planning to take this roll racing as well, and going back to the drags as well. So they'll definitely come in handy, especially for roll racing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to show us?
Yeah. We'll go on the highway.
Yeah.
Not too far off it now.
Yeah.
And,
right now we're still in suburbia.
Yeah. And we'll do a couple of runs with that.
We're going for a pull. Here's a tunnel. Oh yeah. There's the red button. Engage red button. but like I watch all like the videos out of America, and everyone seems to like do pulls, no worries. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
about
it.
you, but I'm a bit like, you know.
I'd like to have a screamer coming out of my bonnet as well, but with our walls, we're very limited. So that's why I've got the heat, the turbo cover in the engine bay as well, so I don't get defected or red labeled, which pretty much takes the car completely off the road.
Yeah.
Pretty much doing as much as I can, because what cops can't see is not there. And that's why I kept the interior as factory as I can.
Yeah.
So I've got MCA coilovers, hard race front and rear bump, anti-bump steer kits, hard race adjustable toe arms, camber arms, and solid bush kit to suit the factory suspension. I still kept the factory sway bars as just for testing purposes first. For once I do have more track time, they do say to not run a re-sway bar for the S2000s on track, which sort of makes sense to avoid the snap oversteer, which they are prone to do. But
it feels solid, man.
yeah.
I like your Uber sticker. What's that about? Do you Uber?
Nah, definitely not. I don't think this qualifies to be an Uber car.
Yeah, what are the requirements? Is it like 2005 onward?
I think it's that, and it's got to at least be 4 doors.
Oh yeah, lol, of course.
Yeah. So definitely doesn't qualify to be an Uber car.
No, this should be Uber Premium. This should be Uber's Premium's Premium.
Uber Premium Sports. Yeah, that should be a thing. Gives people a joyride in a quicker car. I just got that just for fun. It makes people think, oh, it's an Uber car. He must be in a rush.
All right, thanks heaps for having me.
It's
been cool.
All good, man. All good.
I can now say I've been in a Turbo S2000.
No, all good, man. Pleasure. Been a pleasure.
All right, thanks heaps.
Thanks, man.